Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day everyone and peace be upon us. Yes, first of all, we would like to say thanks to the Almighty God has given us good health so we can gather here to continue our regular faith, namely Weekly Seminar. And also don't forget to say thanks to all of you guys who have been doing participations in this terms. But at this moment, we would like to give the chance to our two presenters. They would like to present their titles, proposal titles, which is the first one, or the first presenter is Sister Nikma. And title is Exploring the Teacher Perspective on Utilizing the Digital Tools in Teaching English to Senior High School Students. And next to the presenters, Sister Sana, the entitled Investigating Primary Teachers, Impacting English Teachers and English Teachers, English Development on Students' Interest in Class. Am I right? Okay, and then without further, make sure that we need to give your attention to this presenter so she can give the class presence of herself in doing the presentations, and at the end of these presentations, let's open discussions by giving your suggestions to enhance the power of the proposals. And without further, give the best moment for Sister Nikma.
Oke, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Gambar slide di bawah itu. Gambar gelas. Gambar gelas di bawah itu bisa.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. First of all, I would like to say thank you for all of you who have already been here to listen and also discuss together about my title for today. And thank you for our moderator, or PAS. You have already delivered my presentation today. So, unfortunately, I don't know exactly this is good or no, so I just need your suggestion actually in the end of our presentation, not question, okay? Okay, my title is Exploring the Teacher's Perspective on Utilizing the Digital Tools in Teaching English to Senior High School Students. Actually, why I take this title because of my experience in my school. So many teachers cannot use digital tools to enhance their ability in teaching English for the students. So I take this because of this one is also my problem. So first of all, I would like to say to you, this research explores English teachers' experiences integrating digital tools into their classroom. So I would like to know actually about the teacher's perspective about digital tools. And also this research examines how they perceive the impact of these technologies on students' outcomes in all core language skills, reading, speaking, writing, and listening. Because as we know, at school, there is no specific lesson that discuss about the skill. So English integrated into four skills: listening, reading, speaking, and writing. So the problem statement I divide into three parts. The first one is the limited of the research. The limited of the research specifically focus on English teachers' perspective regarding the use of digital tools in language learning. So in this case, I just take the text mentor from outside from our country. The text mentor only discuss about not only but in general one, not in English teacher, but all teacher. So I take the limitation only for English teacher, and then the specific of the research is different. I focus on English teacher perspective itself. And the second part is varied perceptions. Teachers' opinion about the effectiveness of digital tools in language learning can vary widely. As we know, not only young teachers that we can meet in one school, we have not all, apa kata lansia itu, guru senior teacher, experiences teacher. Almost all the experienced teacher cannot use digital tools well because first of all they don't want to learn more beside their work. Okay, they just want to deliver their material by using explanation without digital tools. So in this case, I would like to take the opinion of the teachers about what is the effectiveness of digital use, digital tools in teaching English in their class. And the third one is lack of practical insight. There is need for research that provides practical insights into the challenges and opportunities of using digital tools in English language classroom. Actually, almost English teacher we have in our school Mansatu Medan, we have 11 English teachers and 5 is novice teachers, and the rest one is the experienced teacher. So when we would like to observe in our class, in all the students in the class, we ask about the way the teacher teach in a class. Almost students don't like the way the teacher, the experienced teacher, teaching in a class. Why? Because they never use digital tools, whether they have a laptop. So the first digital tools that they use only like this, PowerPoint. There is no interactive activity between students and also teacher. So because of that experience, I would like to take this as my title in my thesis. Data-driven evidence. The study aims to provide the data-driven evidence to inform best practice for incorporating digital tools in English language teaching. So, for the evidence, actually for my thesis, I would like to take the data. I will take it from the information, best practice from the teacher in utilizing digital tools. Next. So what is the novelty of my thesis? The first one, teacher focus. The study centered on the experiences and perceptions of English teachers rather than solely focusing on students' outcomes. Okay, so actually in another research, they just focus on the students, but actually in my thesis, I would like to focus on the teacher. And the second one is contextual insight. It explores how teachers adapt and utilize digital tools in specific classroom setting and context. So my research would like to explore more deeper about utilizing the digital tools in school, especially public school. Why? Because in EKIN, laporan kinerja, especially for civil servant, they need the teacher who just use digital tools in a class. So, I say in bahasa, untuk EKIN-nya kepala sekolah, dia membuat pernyataan bahwa guru-gurunya menggunakan digital tools untuk mengejar di kelas. Jadi karena kepala sekolah sudah memiliki etik itu, maka kita sebagai guru-guru harus mengikut terhadap apa yang sudah dia jelaskan. Nah, kendalanya tidak semua guru yang menggunakan ini. Nah, itu juga yang menjadi satu acuan saya untuk mengambil judul ini. And next, qualitative approach. Employing a qualitative approach, the study aims to understand the complexities of teachers' perspectives through in-depth interview and observation. So first of all, I would like to interview the teachers, but I want actually to directly ask about the digital tools. Because if we ask about that, they will say they can do it well in a class and they can operate all the technology in a class. Because mereka malu ketika mereka mengatakan mereka tidak bisa. So I would like actually to ask first of all about the way they teach, about the material, and then tanpa mereka sadari, tanpa mereka sadari mereka akan menjawab apakah mereka menggunakan digital tools atau tidak. So I use interview and observation. Observation it means actually because of I myself a teacher in that school, I don't want actually to say to them because if I say to them I would like to observe, I cannot get the middle one. So we have CCTV. The first observation I would like to see from CCTV first. Actually, that one is my planning. And the second one, I would like to go to the class, but I don't want to say I observed him or her. But I just want to know the way they teach, because I would like to take the real situations. And I have already explained this one. Practical application. So the research provides insight into the potential benefits and drawbacks of incorporating digital tools in English language learning. So offering practical implication for the teacher. So this research actually would like to provide some useful information actually, not only for my school. The information can consumed by all the teachers in around North Sumatra. And that's research question. Okay, I divided into 4 parts the discussion about research question. So the first one, I would like to know what the perception of the benefit. So I will take the question is, how do English teachers perceive the benefits of integrating, of utilizing? I'm so sorry, I would like to erase integrating. I would like to use utilizing, not integrating. Utilizing digital tools in English language learning. So when I take this as my research question, actually I would like to provide in my thesis about the perception of the benefit itself. And the second, I would like to explore about the challenge encountered. So I would like to ask, what challenges do English teachers face when integrating digital tools into their language teaching practice? So I would like to know some challenges that faced by the teacher when they would like to use what we call digital tools. Number 3, I'm so sorry, I would like to erase impact because based on my friend's suggestion, I would like get confused if I use the word impact. So I will skip that. I go for number 4, strategies and recommendation. So the question that I want to use is, what strategies do English teachers employ to effectively utilize digital tools, and what recommendation do they have for other teachers? Okay? And the next I would like to explain about theoretical framework. Okay. In theoretical framework, the first one I would like to explain about constructivism. So in this case, learning is a process of active construction of knowledge, where learners actively engage in the learning process. So I would like to take this theory because learning teaching process is the main point actually for the student who wants to get a whole of benefit of the material itself. And the second, social constructivism. So the theoretical framework for the social constructivism is related to learning is enhanced through social interaction and collaboration where students learn from each other and engage in dialogue. Actually, I'm so sorry because I forgot to put the name of the expert in my PPT. Actually, the theoretical framework I take from several theories. Yes, thank you for helping. Technology integration. So the theories say about digital tools facilitate the integration or utilization of technology into the learning environment, supporting learner engagement and active participant. And this one also the statement from the theory that I take. And about digital literacy, teachers and students need to possess digital literacy skills to effectively utilize and integrate digital tools in learning. And next, I would like to look for the methodology. In methodology, the study will employ the qualitative design because this one is very easy. I just asked all my friends in my group which one is very easy, qualitative or quantitative. So I take qualitative to make easier. Okay. Based on voting. So I would like to take in-depth interviews and classroom observation. The participant will include a sample of experienced English teachers from diverse educational settings. So I would like to take some of my friends in my school as a participant in my research. The data analysis will involve thematic analysis that identifying required themes and patterns in the interview transcripts and observation data. The last one, the model of the data analysis. First of all, in the top of the pyramid, I put data collection. So the data collection, I will take interview and also class observation that I have already explained to you before. So I provide some questions to ask the teachers about my title, and actually that one is ask that interview. The second, data transcription. Transcribing interview data for detailed analysis. So I would like to make the data transcription first. For myself, I don't want to give the teachers because if I give to the teacher, it means we just make the fact interview. So I would like to make the data transcription only for myself to know what question actually that the teacher can directly mention the answer honestly. Thematic analysis, I would like to identify the themes and pattern in data, and interpretation and insight. I will be interpreting the findings and also generating insight. What does it mean? Actually, if I have already the finding, so I would like to elaborate in several statement or paragraph about that. And the last one is report and dissemination. So this I will be sharing the result of the study through a research report or presentation. So that's all actually for my presentation today. I'm so sorry because I don't have a complete presentation because this one that I can provide to you for today. I'm so sorry I didn't open question because I don't know exactly what is part of this. If you want to get something, just give me suggestion. Thank you. I back to moderate.
You cut off first, right?
It's
Oh my God.
gonna be such an amazing performance. So you guys ask us not to deliver anything besides saying about citizens only. Okay, we covered this. And we know that this is the session to open large perspective from you. Let's make sure that you give suggestions to enhance beautiful presentations on that.
I just want to say to you, don't give up on Rajo.
Okay, then thank you so much.
Okay, dan langsung nih Andi.
Next addition because there is the teaching English. So kakak nggak harus pakai the teacher perspektif lagi. Jadi itu kayak ngebuang.
Oh banyak.
Jadi langsung aja ke the apa? Utilizing the digital tools in teaching English. Kayak gitu aja orang udah tahu bakalan subjeknya adalah guru, jadi nggak harus lagi dibuat exploring the teacher perspective.
Okay. So exploring the teachers-nya di skip.
Langsung ada utilizing.
So in what part that I would like to put the perspective? Di mana letak perspektif?
Okay.
Okay.
Addition.
Gimana sih?
Thank you so much for understanding. Ada lagi.
Sungguh mau bisnis teacher semua experience dua-duanya.
Iya.
Kira-kira experience-nya semua buat experience teacher gitu. Nah, dia
Dua-duanya. Jadi kan ada 11 ya kan ya. Berarti itu 50-50. Ada yang 5 yang udah, 6 yang experience. Jadi mau semua gitu, mau tahu gimana sih penggunaannya, mau seperti itu. Jadi tidak hanya khusus untuk, kalau kita khusus untuk yang experience, udah jelas tahu mereka tidak menggunakan itu kan. Mau pengen one.
Ya, oke, mantap.
Okay, mantap. Next. Tapi sedikit menanggapi response on Anggi perspective. Why we have to delete or always perspective, and we need to say the utmost directly by utilizing first. Kalau kita menggunakan langsung utilizing the digital tools in teaching English to senior high school students without thinking or without putting the explore the teacher perspective, apa penggerak dasarnya? Kalau kita langsung memanfaatkan penggunaan digital tools untuk mengajar bahasa Inggris ke senior school, apa yang mau dibahas?
Kalau gitu, yang harus dihapus teaching Englishnya, karena itu kayak buang-buang waktu gitu nggak sih? Kalau ada teacher sama ada teaching lagi.
Now, teacher pasti sudah teaching. It's gonna be a relation with one.
Iya.
Maybe the researcher can make it title using perspective teachers semicolon.
Maybe. Yes, it can be. Yeah.
So exploring.
No, in front of perspective teachers semicolon and then exploring blah 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 blah. And we can find it in some articles in journal. There are some title like that.
Iya.
Teachers perspective,
Ya,
teachers
memang
view.
banyak.
Yeah.
Maybe okay, that's gonna be good idea, but maybe it can be like the utilizations of digital tools in teaching English to senior high school, semicolon, teacher's perspective. It can be. Tapi kalau tadi dihapus, kayaknya dia apa penggerak dasar untuk bagaimana kita mengerti.
Yeah, the main point, the keyword of the researchers is just
Teaching perspective.
Yes.
we said we have to put it.
It's gonna be penggerak dasarnya untuk bagaimana we have to explore what utilizations is in the teaching. We are going to see the perspective kah? atau the challenge kah, atau the issue kah? There are a lot of things need to be considered. So if it is making sure us, like the brothers, it can be semicolon at the end.
Like if I just want to put like this, it's okay.
I think it's going to be okay, but it depends on you, how your script and also your mentors.
But I depend on you.
Oh my, not really, I different.
Okay.
Stefan's your advisor.
Iya, ini dulu kasih nanti.
Okay, thank you so much for your brothers and sisters, your great additional professionals to enhance this title. And let's give applause for her. Yeah. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to the second sessions that entitled Investigating Primary Teachers' Technological, Pedagogical, Content Knowledge for Impact and English Teachers' Professional Development on Student Interest in AFL class. These presentations will be brought by our brother and also Mr. Sana. Thank you.
Thank you, moderator. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Thank you for this potential day to inform you my thesis proposal here entitled Investigating Primary Teachers' Technological, Pedagogical, and Knowledge on Impact and English Teachers' Professional Development on Students' Interest in FL class. Okay. In this section, for introduction, we can read here the rapid advancement of digital technology has significantly transformed educational landscape worldwide, compelling educators to continuously adapt their teaching methodologies and embrace technological tools in classroom settings. In the context of English as a foreign language education, the intersection of technological proficiency, pedagogical skill, and content knowledge has become increasingly critical for creating a native and effective learning environment. Technological pedagogical content knowledge or TPAC has emerged as the pivotal framework that encapsulates the complex intersection between technological, pedagogical, and content-specific competencies required for the modern educators. And this is also the primary education represents the fundamental stage where the students' language learning attitudes and interests are initially shaped, making it crucial to understand how teachers' technological and pedagogical capabilities can influence the motivation and engagement in the actual classroom. Despite the growing recognition of technology's potential in language education, empirical research exploring the direct relationship between teachers' feedback, professional development strategies, and students' interests remain limited, particularly in primary educational contexts. Next, this is also why the background of this study. We know that the integration of technology in education has become increasingly prevalent, reshaping traditional teaching and learning paradigm. The dynamic educational landscape demanded educative process not only content knowledge but also pedagogical skill, the technological competences, and effectively engage students. The study aimed to address this gap in the literature by exploring the relationship between primary teachers' technological, pedagogical content knowledge or TPAC, and English teachers' professional development and its impact on students' interest in the effort classroom. By investigating this complex interplay, the study seeks to provide valuable insight that can inform teachers' training program, curriculum development, and educators' policies aimed at enhancing the quality of FL instructions and promoting students' interest in language learning. Research novelty, we know that there are many researchers that have found their research based on TPAC and also teachers' professional development. But here I want to show us that The integration of these two domains within the context of the student's interest in English as a foreign language classrooms remains relatively unexplored. That's why I chose this title to investigate the intersects or the correlation between teachers' feedback and also English teachers' professional development. Next, in this research, I have three research questions that I want to explore in my research. The first one, what is the impact of the combined influence of primary teachers' feedback and English teachers' professional development on students' interest in the FL classroom? The second research question, how do primary teachers' feedback and English teachers' professional development intersect and influence each other? The third one, why is it important to investigate primary teachers' technological pedagogical knowledge and English teachers' professional development on students' interest in the FL class? And we're going to the next research problem. Research problem, here I put 5. The first one, the increasing the prevalence of technology in education and the need to understand how teacher technological knowledge intersect with the pedagogical and content knowledge, particularly in the language learning context. And then the second one, next slide. The second one, again, existing literature regarding the feedback professional development intersects and influence student engagement in the learning environment. And then the third one, the need to understand why primary teachers' feedback and English teachers' professional development mutually influence each other and collectively impact student interest, motivation, and engagement of in English in the FL classroom. And the fourth one, the importance of examining these factors in the context of primary education where foundational language learning experiences are formed. The fifth one, the need of insight that can inform training program, curriculum development, and educational policies, and to enhancing the quality of ever instruction, promoting students' interest in language learning. And we are going to the research objective. Yeah. Absolutely, my research objective here assists the primary teachers' feedback levels. The second one, examining the teachers' professional development opportunities. The third one, investigate the interplay between feedback and professional development. The fourth one, evaluate impact of student interest in the FL classroom. Then the last one, provide recommendation for enhancing the FL instructions. And we are going with theories. And for this theoretical framework, I have 8 theories I provide here. The first one is self-determination theory by Desi and Bryan, 1985. This theory focuses on intrinsic and extrinsic motivation in learning. The second one, interest theory by Healy and Rader, 2006. This theory distinguishes between situational and individual interests. The third one, expectancy value theory by Wakefield and Nicholas, 2000. This theory explains how students' perceptions of value and their expectation for success influence for their interests. The fourth one, sociocultural theory by Vygotsky, 1978. This theory emphasizes that learning is social and cultural process. And number 5, the risk cognitive growth theory by Schiller, 1988. This theory offers insight into how instructional design and cognitive processes can impact. And number 6, flow theory by I don't know how to write it. This is Russian. Yeah, in this theory introduces the concept of flow experience in learning. And the 7 is achievement goal theory by Allen and Rager. This theory suggests the student's goal orientation can influence their interest and engagement. Then the last one is Mishra and Kohler, 2006, to understand the teacher's knowledge and skill for effective technology integration in teaching. This is something related provided in my proposal. And the last one, this is discussing about methodology. I have a mixed method here, combining qualitative method and quantitative method. We can see here qualitative data collection. It's include teachers interview and also focusing on group discussion and classroom observation. And in quantitative method, there is TPEC survey and also professional development survey and teacher professional development experience. And the last one, student interest survey. And this is the methodology input in my research problem. In my research methodology. And the last one is model of data analysis. Part 1, there is a quantitative. Next, brother. Data analysis descriptive the statistics to summarize the data collected from the surveys. Inferential statistic, correlation regression analysis to examine relationship between variables. The second one, qualitative data analysis, thematic analysis, interview, transcript, focus group discussion and observational note. And the last one, recording and categorization of qualitative data using qualitative data analysis software is NVivo. This is proposal absolutely needs suggestion to make it perfect and acceptable. I really need it. Thank you.
Yes. Well,
Same with me, there is no question, yeah?
well, you can see that the end of the slide, it puts this thesis proposal absolutely needs suggestion to make it perfect and acceptable. And now, make sure that you will give yours. Take your time. Suggestions and questions and even why it is. We will come here.
I think for me, the
Yeah.
bonus
Come on, see. Good. Yes.
Sir Baturi, thank you very much for your presentation. I am your friends, as your friends. I just want to give to you suggestion.
Oh, okay.
A suggestion is please close your presentation. Thank you very much because
For your information, this thesis proposal has given to the advisor, and maybe 2 months ago, and there were some advice from her, but until now I don't have much time to meet her, and there is no revise started from 2 months ago. So I need your advice to make it to make it perfect, to make it acceptable, and also to make it. I need again my advisor. My advisor is Melia. The first advisor is Melia. The second one is Bernie.
In my perspective, because we are in discussion, in my perspective, this is the hardest things that I can say and I can verify. Because it uses the mixed methods.
Yeah.
And my question is, how many durations that you will have for finishing this?
Yeah, actually I need range 3 under 6 months. So this is running as usual. This is running for sure. So I try to make it step by step to collecting the data. So how about your suggestion? Could I make it in one methodology?
Yes, especially I have already discussed this with Ma'am Putami when we had the subject with her about this. It can be like a qualitative research. It is simplest to see. You can make sure that it is not mixed method, but it can be like one methodology, qualitative.
Yeah.
We just need to investigate the teachers on TPAC. Karena ini kan mensinergikan kemampuan pendidik untuk mengelaborasikan pengetahuan dia dengan keberadaan teknologi itu kan, brother. Ya kan, you just to explore or investigate itu aja gitu.
Fokusnya.
Yes. Kalau ini berarti ada assessment, ada juga tadi kalau nggak salah ada assessment kalau salah kan?
Ya, untuk mengambil datanya.
Ini assess kan, ada assess lagi, ada examine. Are you sure for 6 months can be finished? Sedangkan yang di sini adalah to elaborate aja kan, elaborate antara to text dan juga pedagogical dan juga technological. Ini impact 3 bagian kontennya kan.
Yeah, my fears is for sure. I have to worry. My advisor said it's so simple if you just make it in qualitative research. It's so simple. So this is the real for master degree. This is my fears. This is my first while I don't have communicated here before yet. So this is my fear when I choose to make it in one methodology focusing on qualitative research. Yeah, it will be my worry. They will say this is not suitable for you.
But in terms of your policy,
Beda ya kan.
if it is your reason, what do you have to say?
So this is better to me. This is better to make it in one methodology.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
just qualitative or quantitative research.
Yes, to be honest,
Maybe for the simple one, we can say or explore like an investigation of effect within ICT in enhancing the students' learning outcomes. Langsung aja brother, ini judulnya apa ya?
Dua variabel.
Jadi nanti Miss Method turunannya dari quality dulu, baru quantity, jadi elaborate dulu, baru exercise, baru examine, baru nanti dia di draw conclusionsnya. Makanya durasi kita aja kualitatif 3 bulan, minimal 3 bulan. Dan kalau ketemu sendiri kan
Ya kalau sendiri memang beliau kan cara berbeda. Ini bertingkat.
ini benar student interest ini berarti terkait tentang motivasi,
Ya.
motivation juga.
Ya.
Bagaimana kita menunjukkan pipeline depan ya?
Sampai
interestnya itu sih,
Hah?
student interestnya kayak yang dibilang Prof ini nanti kayak mana
Ya, karena kemarin itu kalau nggak salah Serbidi ada beberapa hal yang tidak bisa diukur seperti honesty, integrity, and baru lagi ada 5 kalau tidak salah itu masalah termasuk dari satu motivasinya tidak berlaku pada yang satu tapi yang kedua ini berlaku. Ini bagaimana indikatornya, brother?
Kalau indikatornya sih cara mengukurnya dia lebih ke bagaimana anak ini tertarik dengan pembelajaran yang dia guru. Makanya kan dia survei sebenarnya kan.
Berdasarkan dari mereka kepada questionnaire berarti?
Ya, personal itu kan di teknik pengambilan data kan tadi ada personal survei kan. Itu yang akan dilakukan untuk siswa. Dia tertarik nggak ketika guru menggunakan teknologi dalam penjelasan materi bahasa Inggris. Kemudian apakah kamu melihat guru itu jadi profesional nggak gitu ketika dia menggunakan teknologi dalam mengajar bahasa Inggris? Kan dia variabelnya kan EAC, Teacher Professional Development, dan juga interest kan, student interest gitu. Jadi sebenarnya ini ya pasti
Lebih banyak serius. But if you think that you have a capacity and capability, why not?
Yeah.
What Melia opinion?
Actually, this title and this proposal also I collected for her in our thesis proposal as assignment in the second semester. So when letter come out from the dean. They said my first is Maria. I text her. Miss, I see your students in classes. So yeah, it's better that you should bring your thesis proposal when we are in the classroom. So I bring her this one. So how about your suggestion for my title? Ya. Judulnya ini misalnya ada judul baru gitu yang dimunculkan, apa kira-kira judul yang lebih tepat gitu? Kalau misalnya di kriteria apa sih bahasanya? Dipisah satu misalnya fokus di feedback dan student interest gitu.
Sir, kayak mana indikatornya student itu tahu guru itu profesional dalam menggunakan impact? Kayak mana mengukurnya gitu? Itu apa?
Jadi ibaratnya I think that is not really qualified enough kalau hanya pakai questionnaire aja. Atau ini si gurunya mengajar ini atau ini ibaratnya questionnaire. Mereka isi aja. Itu kan tidak menjaga interest mereka. Besok-besok ini belum tentu mereka interest kan.
Ya sebenarnya itu di kajian tadi penyebaran Kristen itu sama anak-anak. Kita minta guru mengajar pakai alat yang lengkap. Fokus dan media yang bagus gitu kan. Ada memang sebenarnya belum jadi nih.
Yang masalahnya itu di students interest ini ya. Interest ini apa aja indikatornya? Interest ini hanya sebatas ibaratnya motivasi, kalau sebatasnya ibaratnya happiness. Mereka tertawa berdokumentasi yang tidak ada sudah bisa menjadi bukti mereka senang daripada itu.
Atau student interest di apa saja?
Jadi apa
Ini benar sama ini kan. And English teachers professional development in EFL class.
ini level kelas gitu, interestnya dihilangkan.
Bisa itu nanti gurunya ngajar di dalam itu gitu. Oh, berarti bisa pakai ini bisa nggak sih? Pakai observation checklist itu. Misalnya murid antusias yang ada siapa
Sebenarnya ini kan dua variabel, kan satu variabel lainnya kan jadinya kualitatif sedangkan namanya mixed method gitu, otomatis mixed methodnya itu harusnya ini student asli ini kita nggak sama apa ya. Kalau dia mau satu,
Fokusnya mau mixed method.
mixed method fokusnya.
Sebenarnya berdasarkan dirinya mixed method. Jadi kalau misalnya ada advice, karena pembimbing tesis kemarin itu nggak ada
Ini bagaimana kalau usulan saya di sekolah berada ada berapa bahasa Inggris?
Kalau di sekolah ini memang ada berapa?
Empat ya. Nah dari yang empat ini apakah mereka semua low experience atau bisa terus?
Experience teacher itu ada dua, yang novice-nya ada dua.
Nah itu aja kalau tidak. Jadi dari investigating the use of impact, investigating the free service atau the experiences teacher on using impact in contohnya learning students learning outcomes atau langsungnya in SD sekian gitu. Jadi lebih ke satu tujuan gitu. Kalau ini banyak sekali. Jadi penggunaan impact itu pada guru yang experience atau yang guru yang baru, nah dari situ berarti menginvestigasi gitu.
kita nggak pakai profesional juga.
Itu bisa jadi dua tes kan sih.
Iya, jadi impact kan sebagian dari statement. Gak usah mungkin masukkan itu dan pasti impact itu bagian dari profesional development gitu. Tujuan pasti kajian nanti pembahasan hari ini pasti berkaitan tentang professional development. Salah satunya adalah impact gitu. Impact itu yang paling intinya adalah teknologikalnya. Jadi pensinergian antara kemampuan pendidik itu menggabungkan kemampuan di kelasnya berdasarkan dari teknologikalnya ini. Jadi kan guru di SD yang tua atau guru yang baru itu ada kenapa enggak diobservasi atau diinvestigasi cara mereka dalam membawakan impact ini. Kayaknya belum ada, nggak tahu ya Pak. Di SD kan
Udah bicara
itu lebih kayak gua.
kalau guru tua ya kan ada korelasinya dengan judul sistem tadi kan.
Sehingga lebih psikos.
Gak enak dong suaranya.
Ada beberapa judul pilihan yang dia berada investigating the use of feedback, investigating the use of feedback dalam titik semikolon itu adalah di service teacher. Ya, ataupun berada di tempatnya yang bisa apa experience teacher sih. Sudah pasti nanti buku ini bahwa profesional tanpa diletakkan
Profesionalnya ya.
masuk di dalam ini.
Investigating kamera terus tak knowledge IDF atau on student IDF.
Karena paling teacher itu paling bagus. Tadi kan kita tanya ada yang baru, ada yang lama kan. Itu kan ambil yang spesifiknya aja. Kecuali kalau satu ya udah tanya jadi kan istri. That's going to be psikos. Tapi kalau memang nanti dari advice memang ada harus combinations.
Sebenarnya ya ini nggak ada dibahas di buku ini, langsung di ya udah tuh aja yang kemarin itu gitu bahwa ya catatan masukan yang diberikan di ya isinya bukan di judulnya, isinya di dalam kurang.
Mereka berpresentasi, dan kita presentasi dengan Kak Leo itu dibilang ini terlalu simpel gitu.
Okay, thank you, friends, for your suggestion to my title. Maybe we can pause.
Okay, thank you. That's all for you. It's been around today that we can do. Finally, we have been in the last time. Yeah. Okay. At this moment, we have already finished one of the presenters, and I hope to see you in the next webinar. Thank you so much for your presence and behavior.